In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the most useful features in Ouido software, which are deal links. So we'll begin by going over the process of how to actually find the deal links widget in the deal dashboard for any of the deals in your system. And then we'll go through the process of actually setting up a link to a third-party program outside of Ouido so that you always have instant access to it right at your fingertips. Now, the reason that I say this is one of the most useful features in Ouido is because this is what allows Ouido to seamlessly adapt and integrate into your current software ecosystem that you use to get your deals done. So let's dive in. As I mentioned, the deal links are going to live in the deal dashboard for any specific deal in your system. So we'll use this deal right here as our example for today, and we're going to click on our speedometer icon to get into our deal dashboard for this deal. Now from here, over on the right-hand side is where our deal links widget is going to live. Now this widget here is your place to add as many links as you want to any possible tool that you could use through the web to get your deal done. Now for today's example, we're going to show you how to set up a link to a specific folder for a specific deal using Dropbox. That being said, the process that we're going to see today applies no matter what program you're using. So this will allow you to link to a specific page in something like Google Drive, or to your deals paperwork in Dropbox or DocuSign, or any of these programs that you might use to get a deal done. This even works to link to a specific property listing on MLS or a specific property on Zillow, even property tax records for a specific house. So the process to actually set up this link is very simple. Again, the first thing we did was we got into the deal that we want to set up this link for. And the next thing that we're going to do is actually outside of Ouido entirely. We're going to head to the program and find the exact page that we want to link to. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and head over to our Dropbox folder. You can see I've got this open on another tab. We're going to go ahead and sign in to Dropbox. So now that we're in Dropbox, talk briefly about what we're seeing here if you're not all that familiar with Dropbox. So this is my parent folder, and you can see I have 3 total folders in my Dropbox right now. I've got marketing materials, and then my listings, and then my buyers. So this particular deal that we want to link to is for our buyers. So we're going to click into that folder here, and then we're going to find the folder that we want to link to. So here it is right here. I'm going to go ahead and click in there, and you can see that within this folder, we have some documents. So this is where I keep all of the paperwork that I need across the course of this deal. So you can see that I've got some general documents here. We've got some transaction documents in our transaction documents folder. But this is the page that I want easy access to, so that when I click on the link, it's going to open this up and I can immediately get to any of the documents I need for this deal. So now that you've gotten to the exact page that you want to link to, all you need to do is head to your address bar in the top of your browser here. And we're going to go ahead and copy this address exactly as we see it. So we'll go ahead and copy this guy. Great. So now we have the address of the page we want to link to. From here, we're going to head back into Ouido and head back to our deal links widget. Now to actually add this link to Ouido, all you need to do is click on the plus sign icon in the upper right-hand corner of your deal links widget. And when you click on that, that's going to bring out an editor where we can now add this link to our deal. So the first thing our link needs is a name. We definitely need a name. So we'll go ahead and call this something like Dropbox folder, whoops, if I can type, deal files. Perfect. So now we've got this name, and our next box here is for a description. Now this description is optional, you don't need one. That being said though, it's useful if you want to jot down just a couple of notes about which link is which, especially if you maybe have multiple Dropbox folders linked here or multiple MLS pages or something to that effect. But for now, we'll just go ahead and type in something like, this is where all of my deals files live, whoops. And that'll do for right now. And I'll show you in just a moment how this description actually appears in our link. But now that we've got our name and our description, the last thing we need is this URL. So we'll just go ahead and paste in that same URL that we copied from right here. So we're going to click back in here. We're going to paste. And you'll see that our URL has automatically added the https:// as well as the www dot before that link that we copied. So it is smart enough to add these first couple of things that you need to get to the right place on the web. All of that being said, though, our link is now ready to go. So all I need to do is hit save, and that link is now going to be added to our deal links widget. So from here, as I mentioned, we can see that name that we put in for our link is exactly how it appears right here. If I mouse over this link, that's where it's going to show me the description that I entered. So again, you can see that it is optional, but that being said, it's handy so that way when you mouse over one of your links, you'll know exactly what it's going to take you to. The important thing, however, is what happens when I actually click on this link and I don't have it open already right here. So the first thing we'll do is go ahead and close out of this so we can see it sort of happen in real time. But you'll see as soon as I click on this link, it's going to automatically take me to that exact page that we had set up. And now I have instant access to all of my documents in one click. Now this works too, even if we're not logged in to the program that we've linked to. So I'm going to go ahead and actually log out of Dropbox entirely and close out this page. So we'll give it just a second to catch up here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close out of this. And from here, now let's see what happens when I click on my link without being signed into Dropbox. So go ahead and head over here and click on this. And you'll see that instead of taking us straight to the page, it's prompted us for this sign in. So through the magic of video editing, we'll go ahead and input all of our credentials here for Dropbox. All right, we're good to go now. We'll go ahead and click sign in here. And boom, just like that. As soon as Dropbox signed in, it took us straight to that exact page that we linked to. Now, once again, we used Dropbox for our example today, but the process that we saw to set up these links is identical no matter what program you want to link to. And by linking your web tools in this way, you can continue to use the systems that you already trust and have in place instead of reinventing your entire way of doing business. So now you've seen how to add deal links to the deal dashboard for each of your deals. I hope this has been helpful, and for more help, check out our other videos in Ouido Academy.